Huo and we come, everyone. We have a very, very different kind of deep dive for you today.
It is, yeah, a big deep tour from the Naum.
I mean, usually we digging into, dense political texts, but today our mission is quite a bit different.
It is. We're looking at a souse that specific glory asks us to use the best whilst u kawaii guama.
Exactly. And not just to analyze it, but to actually use it. The South says to communicate in the cutest, most adorably confusing, genuinely coherent way.
Which means we're web-wasting our R's and L's with W's.
Yes, for the whole deep dive. I have to ask, though, right off the bat, isn't this going to kind of undo mine authority a bit?
That's the perfect question.
We're supposed to be explaining things, not, sounding white toddies. Is this really a good way to communicate?
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
The Souse calls it the best wireless guama for a reason why. Okay, it's the woust, because obviously it just weaks all the standard yields. But he uses the science behind it. It's essentially something called alpha-guathic neoteny.
Altho.
What now?
Neoteny. It's the retention of juvenile traits in an adult.
Oh, okay.
When we use these wound dobby sounds, it's a pose called wabuization. You're wombing your whips.
Like a baby would.
Exactly. It mimics the speech patterns of infants. And biowagakoi, that sound frequency actually triggers a call-taking response in the human brain.
Wait, so you're telling me saying we come instead of welcome is...
It's a tactical move.
Pussy.
It hacks your brain to make us seem less threatening.
It does. It's emotion engineering.
Yeah.
Tweets to kind of save space. The souse even whisks off all those adjectives. Cutest, adowabwe.
Lovely and wandwas.
Yeah, and notice the spewing of wovabwe in the text. W-O-V-A-B-L-E.
Right, with a W.
Even just looking at it, the W is soft too wounder than the, the sharp L. It immediately signals something gentler, maybe movunuabwe.
I could see that. It does few.
Yeah.
You. But okay, the text also says this style is confusing.
It does.
And if you're listening to this foe the first time, your brain has to woke a wee bit hadu to twan's white guama back to grammar, right? Doesn't that fruition get in the way of the message?
You'd think so, but the South is also very queer that it's genuinely coherent. And linguistically, that's actually correct.
How so?
Our brains are just... In quid we at matching patterns, even though we're swapping out a few consonants, the cow of the words, the vowel sounds, they stay intact.
Ah, so it's the context during the heavy lifting.
The context does everything. We don't process speech wetu by wetu. We process in chunks, in concepts.
I see.
So even if the style was, sui, the actual message of kindness and joy comes through perfectly clear. That confusing part just fouls you to slow down.
So you have to engage more.
Yes. You engage more intimately with the speak you to kind of decode it. It ends up building a connection, not just transmitting data.
So by making it a wee bit hadu to understand, we actually make the wisdom pay more attention. That is...
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of genius.
It really is.
It's one wis, as the South says.
And if we apply that to the South text itself, you can see it succeeded. It asks Fao the cutest communication, and by forcing us to adopt this wovabwe persona.
It made the message wasn't just understood, but fute.
Exactly.
It really makes you think, though, about how we usually communicate. We try so hard to sound smart, to sound impressive. But maybe the world would be a bit too praise if we allowed our Sues to be a witwy mo cutesy our wovabwe sometimes. Is being serious all the time just like a defense mechanism?
That is a very provocative thought. Perhaps true confidence isn't about using the biggest, sharpest wins, but about being brave enough to be soft.
Be brave enough to be soft. I love that.
To be in a world of hard edges.
Woo! To everyone listening, we hope this very suey deep dive brought a smile to you face and maybe a new idea to you, bullying.
It was absolutely one with prowling this with you.
Thanks so much for listening, and stay with vous, Bye-bye.